Okay, so for this to make a little bit of sense to you, you might have to watch the two tribulation and three heavens video that I've got pinned to the top of my TikTok. Otherwise, this might not make as much sense to you. But the gist of it, the gist of it is this. Basically, there's two tribulations. One is the Great Tribulation, which comes after the first tribulation, of course. So that tribulation is when we'll actually be persecuted. We'll be rounded up. It tells us in Revelation 2:10 that this will actually happen for 10 days. I'll have that on here so you can actually see where it says that. It, for some reason, doesn't show that in some of the newer versions, which it should, but it doesn't. But more to my point, 1 Corinthians actually tells us when this time is going to be. We don't exactly have a year. I believe the year that I found before is it, but I'm not 100% sure. But the time, though, I'm 100% sure of, which is at the Feast of Trumpets, and it's because of 1 Corinthians 15, which I'll have that on here, and I'll explain a little bit as well. So basically, Jesus came and fulfilled all the spring festivals. They're also called religious convocations. And with that being said, whenever he comes back, he's going to fulfill all the fall festivals. And the first one is called the Feast of Trumpets, or Rosh Hashanah. Now, what's important about this is during that festival, the very last trumpet noise that they make, it's actually called the last trump, which in 1 Corinthians 15:52 is directly referencing there. As you guys, if you've watched my videos, you know I like to kind of go through and reference different parts of the Bible to find a deeper understanding. This is one of those places, and it's not just me that's found this. There's actually quite a few people, and that's why the most high watch time for the Rapture is always at that time. Now, here's the kicker, right? It says no man knows the day or the hour. Well, Rosh Hashanah is actually held over 2 different days. The priest that would actually be watching to blow the trumpet at that time, he would know which day or hour. And also, there's a whole bunch of other verses that tie into this, but it's directly relating to that time period. So we know for sure that it's going to be during Rosh Hashanah when the rapture occurs. What we also know from Revelation 2:10, going back to it, is that 10 days prior, we're going to be persecuted. So before the rapture happens, we're going to be persecuted. So basically, the reason why I'm making this whole video is when that happens, and globally everybody's getting persecuted for their beliefs in Jesus, know that it will only last for 10 days. Make it through the 10 days, because that's when the rapture happens. Again, the year, I could be wrong on the 2025. The day and the hour, I don't know for sure, but I know it's one of those 2 days and one of those hours in between those.